How are we all doing? Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to share. How are we all doing? How are we all doing? Welcome. Weeb, yes, there is a Weeb streaming. Yeah, I said I was gonna do music streams, and this is gonna be one of them. Hello, it's Studio Vara 90. Also, thanks for the sub, Awagi McDaddy. And thanks for the follows. A bunch of people followed me because I posted Roadie server and they saw my name and was like, oh, is that really C2A? And sometimes you don't want to be the real me. Kind of bad. Maybe a little bit loud. Turn it down. So funny. Okay, cool. Anyway, yeah. Welcome. Today, we're going to solve a problem that exists on Twitch. In that, if you want to play any music, you need copyright-free, Twitch-safe music, whatever you want to call it. And I've been using my own music, but the problem is if I keep listening to my own music for lots and lots of streams, it's gonna get really boring. And also, like, well, instrumental music can be good for streams and stuff. I want to have something a bit more chill. So, what I'm gonna do as a sort of ongoing series is I'm gonna write and produce some songs of various styles to have in the backgrounds of the streams, and I'm gonna like make them deliberately like for the background of the stream. So that's what we're gonna do starting today. And hello everybody. Hello. Where the fuck's KM? He's doing his own thing. I can't bring him to the stream every time. I have to pay him. But yeah, so today we're gonna do a lo-fi song. And I don't know how it's gonna go. I have Studio One all open, and what I will say is like there are tracks there, but that was just because I was testing out the streaming stuff to make sure that everything was streaming properly. So I am going to be working from scratch completely, so you'll see the entire process from starting from absolutely no music to a hopefully finished song. I don't know how long it'll take. Probably going to stream the music production stuff on both Monday and Wednesdays, and then Friday will just be like free chatting or whatever. But yeah, so the plan is to make a lo-fi song. Thank you very much for adding quality for the country. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe because I made affiliate, it was like they allowed quality settings, so that's nice. Hello, Mario. And please, can you lower the music volume? Yeah, sure. The music's gonna go off soon anyway. Because we'll be doing music production stuff. You start using Studio One? Oh, it's great. I absolutely love it. It's such a good DAW. So yeah. If you ever want to dabble in some retro wave, I have a preset that uses all stock plugins. Oh, that's cool. I have good stuff though for music production stuff. But anyway, we're gonna do away with the music because I'm gonna pick up my guitar. So this is a real trick that I think is really relevant to. Let me make it so you can see the guitar. Now this trick, can you hear that? I think that's coming through. Also, my guitar needs to be tuned. First time doing music production streams? Oh, this year, yeah. So the last stream I did before kind of stopping was a let's write an anime opening stream. Also, my guitar is probably out of tune because I tuned it up from drop D and it has a floating bridge. So, yay. Trick, get good. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. You just have to do a lot of stuff. That's honestly the secret, in inverted commas, to all this music production stuff is just doing it a lot. So there might be a delay from hearing the guitar acoustically to hearing the audio transmitted. But so here's the trick that I'm using to come up with a chord sequence for this song. I think the technical term for this trick is stealing. So I stole a chord progression. But the cool thing is you can change the key of the chord progression and play it in a completely different way. So no one knows that you've stolen it, and it's great. And I mean, like, it's chords, right? Like, who can have a go at you for stealing chords? Well, maybe somebody will, but the way I've done, like, this is such a generic chord sequence, and like, if you change the context of how chords are delivered, then it's like, it's whatever, right? So I've stolen this chord sequence. So it goes like this. And we're just gonna loop that for like 2 minutes. So yeah. And I guess who in chat cares about like what the chords are and like the theory behind stuff? Like I mean, it sounds good, right? It's what I stole that from. I've changed the key and I've changed the complete feel of it, so it's like it's pretty much impossible to know. Stevie Wonder would be the. Wait, am I? Can I even play that? How would it go? Yeah, it's not that song because Hath said he would like to hear more about it. So I'm gonna here is a really professional music notation tool. It's called Notepad. So we're gonna use Notepad. Yeah, the song I was playing there was "Isn't She Lovely," but I don't know if I'm gonna get nuked for playing it just like that. I don't know how strict Twitch is on that stuff. Anyway, yeah. So let's make the font big. So we're in the key of C sharp minor. So C sharp minor. So we have all these wonderful notes. Not that one. We have that lovely chord. Is the piano coming through? Like is the piano coming through for all of you guys? I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna come back once the music theory is done. Yeah. The music theory can be quite boring, but I find this stuff really interesting. So we're in the key of C sharp minor. So all our notes are there. And in case you're wondering, I can't play piano. There's one thing I learned on piano. Well, there's two things. The first thing was and I also learned One Summer's Day by Joe Hisaishi a little bit, but I can't play it that well. Anyway, so we're in the key of C sharp minor. So the notes available are in all the notes of C sharp minor or E major. They're the same key, so we can use those notes. So if we use the chord nomenclature where we have C sharp, I'm gonna list that in the notes. So then D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So chord 1 is, this is kind of big. Let's make the font smaller. Chord 1 is C sharp minor. Chord 2 is D sharp, like diminished 7, whatever. Chord 3 is E major. Chord 4, that is not 4, that is 6. Chord 4 is F sharp minor. Then 5 is G sharp minor. Then chord 6 is A. And chord 7 is B. Okay. I'm just checking chat. Yeah, okay. I'm making sure that everybody's not running away because I've started to talk about theory. So our progression is we're using A. So our progression is I'm gonna just add the other bits of the chords, but we can like add the numbers. So it's A major 7, G sharp 7th, G sharp dominant 7th, then C sharp minor 7, then a, this is a fun one, a B minor 7, 2, and E dominant 7. That's in this. Actually, let's use like chord. Let's just use these lines to like mark a bar. So it's B minor 7 to the E7 in the same bar, and then we just repeat that chord progression. That just reminds me of Misha saying that he doesn't know theory and then proceeding to write the best song of the decade. I mean, like, the thing is, like, when he says he doesn't know theory, he says that he doesn't know how to express the language of music theory. Like, he doesn't know how to, like, talk about this stuff, but he knows theory. In that, like, someone knows how to speak English and can write, like, and, like, can write poems and can write literature without knowing, like, what subject, order, verb, structure, and all these other linguistic terms. It's just a way of analysis. It's just like, I feel like with music, it's quite esoteric. So being able to describe things in definite terms is very helpful. I feel like an entire generation was ruined by Final Fantasy IV being 3 overseas. Numerals. I mean, Final Fantasy ruined itself, man. Like, as soon as you make a Final Fantasy 2, it's not really a Final Fantasy, is it? So anyway, there's our progression. Chord progression. So we have I'm gonna move the camera down a bit as well. Sorry if I'm like do this. I don't have multi-camera stuff. So we have our A major 7, then G sharp dominant 7, then C sharp minor 7, then B minor 7, and E 7, and we're gonna just keep repeating that. And that's just gonna keep going. The vibe is obviously going to be a lot more slow and chill than that, but it's lo-fi, so we're going to go for that kind of feeling. There's some interesting things about this particular... Actually, I still need the guitar. Why'd I put it down? So, the fun things about this is that G7 pushes us out... So, our scale would be the C minor scale. That's G sharp minor 7. And playing a dominant 7 there instead of what normally would be in a natural minor, I guess, in inverted commas, you'd have a G sharp minor or G sharp minor 7, but we're playing a G sharp dominant 7. So what we do is we actually, for that one bar, we change the scale to a C sharp, a C sharp, is it harmonic minor? Yeah, C sharp harmonic minor. I get my harmonics and melodics confused, but G sharp melodic minor, which is this scale. Which has a sort of, you know, classical feel. Or we could play like in G sharp Phrygian dominant, which is the same scale, but we're just going to start in G sharp instead. But the cool thing is that it's only on that scale, because once we get to that C sharp minor 7, that note there, that C, doesn't exist in that chord. It's not a B. So we're back to that C sharp minor natural sound. Love me a 251 Ole. Yeah, it's got that sort of. It's a sound of like Dream Theater love. Like you hear so many Dream Theater riffs, which are just like. I would love to make love with that guitar tone. I mean, like, it's just get a Strat, man. I mean, pretty cool. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked, but so we have the first chord where we can, you know, play A Lydian, and then you have to play like either G sharp Phrygian dominant or C harmonic minor. Then we go back to natural minor, and then this is someone mentioned before, Love Me a 251. So a 251 is, if we imagine that A chord is our one chord, we want to get to that one chord, A 2-5-1 is we basically play what a 2 and what a 5 would be. So a 2 for A would be B, and a 5 would be E. Oh, thank you for the follow, Tippledink. Am I too late? Are you teaching anime music? It's kind of like an anime progression. Like if I played it fast, it'd be like. Yeah, like it would sound like an anime progression if I played it fast. But we're playing it slow, so it sounds a bit more like sounds a bit more chill. So yeah, this section we're treating A major as if it's like the root chord, so we're just playing the equivalent chord 2 and chord 5 for what would be A as the root. So chord 2 would be that B minor 7, and then chord 5 would be an E dominant 7, and then back to that A major 7. I've not heard the new Attack on Titan opening actually, so I can't make a comment about that. But so we use that 2-5 to get back to A major 7, and you just repeat. So. And then we're just gonna keep that. So that's like the kind of theory behind this. I kind of rushed over a lot of bits, but if you want to ask me about what specific chords and what things are going on harmonically, like feel free to ask. I will try my best to explain that kind of stuff. But that's what we're doing. Also 2-5s, like that trick, like so much jazz is just 2-5. Like I was learning like was it Autumn Leaves, and the chord progression is just like there's a 2-5, another 2-5. That's a 5 to that. Is that 5? Yeah, it's a 5 to the first chord in that 2-5. So if you actually like dissect a lot of like chord progressions in jazz, and like a lot of anime music actually follows like uses jazz harmony, you'll find a lot of these 2-5s and a lot of these like jazz tricks that are used in that. But anyway, yeah, so that's a whistle stop tour of the harmony behind this chord progression. C2 player, I'm not even gonna read that because that's not a real chord. I mean, technically all chords are made up, right? But all chords are made up. So we're gonna sounds like a Net Senpai B side. Yeah. So we're gonna use this, and we're gonna make ourselves a lo-fi song. And I don't know how this is gonna sound, but it's the super ultra meta Mixolydian chord. I'll take your word for it. I don't know how this is gonna sound. I don't know what instrumentation I'm gonna use, but we're just gonna go for it. It's pretty fast. I don't know. Can you guys hear the click track? You guys can't hear the click track. It's not coming through. I've been playing guitar for a couple of years, but music theory sounds so difficult. I mean, it can be. It's like trying to learn a language to describe a different language. So, yeah. Once you get going, though, it's okay. Because the thing about music theory is that a lot of it is like really, it's very structurally consistent. So like, the rules follow on from each other, and everything's like, once one thing makes sense, a lot of things should just fall in place. But yeah, I can definitely see why it seems daunting. But so the tempo is like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So if it's that tempo, if I play along, you can't hear the click, but you kind of hear an idea for how fast it's gonna be. And I can kind of figure out for myself. Maybe even slower. Like, we can go slower than that. Let's go 85 beats per minute. That seems like a good tempo. I maybe have I have a music degree, so maybe I'm a bit biased. I mean, yeah, having a music degree definitely helps. I don't have a music degree though, so I'm like probably not the person to ask about this stuff. Watching a Rick Beato Instagram video is no help at all. I'm gonna go one further. Watching an Instagram video about music theory doesn't help at all with anything because it's Instagram, and Instagram is not made for long form content. Like you're much better off finding like actual detailed YouTube series on theory. So I need to quieten this down. So I'm trying to think like a electric piano sound or something. That sounds pretty cool. Thing is, if you don't know anything about something, the most difficult thing is how to approach it. I mean, yeah, I feel like that goes for everything, and like especially stuff with music. It's just like that the barrier to entry is really high on a lot of the stuff. So yeah, Rhodes is great for lo-fi. I agree. Thing is, messes me with interval names. Why can't we just count the number of half steps instead? I mean, that is intervals, right? Like when I think about, it's just kind of, you can just learn what the intervals are by the number of half steps, right? So like a major third is 4 half steps or 2 whole steps, and a minor third is 3 half steps, and so on. And you can just kind of like another thing you do is you can visualize the space between the notes on like a keyboard or like on a guitar fretboard, whatever helps you. Like I'm quite visual when it comes to learning, so yeah, maybe without the ping pong effect, yeah, maybe. Tremolo. Do I want tremolo? I can't help but play that. Yeah, let's just write down the chords. So this is the first thing when like I know the chord progression, but I don't know the exact voicings I'm gonna use. So for instance, if I cheat and just get a track down. This is what I do often when I record keys. Like I'll just record like something like this, just to get like rough velocities and stuff down. Then I will, and like just to give it a sense of like human input. And then so it sounds like a human played it. Learning how to count to 12 and divide by 12 seems intimidating with the names, but I guess less intimidating with more exposure. Yeah, it's just getting yourself used to the like the nomenclature and all that kind of stuff. So here's the first challenge. Is like we have this chord, which is just the regular A major 7. But do I want to add a 9 to give it like this sound? Do I want to give it this sound? So what do you guys think? Do you prefer this, or like what do you reckon? Not a huge difference. And we could also add one of these notes as well. Instead, I kind of like that one. What do you think? With the what would that be? A 6, sorry. It's like a, well, if it's a 6 above, so I can't remember. Well, that sounds more mellow, yeah. Depends on how you're using the voices for sure. Or we could do something like this. Yeah, something like that could work. This is the great thing. I get to cheat with the next note. Just use. And then. I can't use that B. That is cheating. That doesn't work. The only way that works is if I change this note to B. Actually, yeah, fuck it. So I said I was gonna use a G7, but we're just gonna change it to G minor 7 because that sounds better, and like I like the way that melody works. Hope VODs are on. Yeah, VODs are all on. All the other VODs from the test stream last Wednesday and the drinking stream should all still be there, so you can watch this at a later date. Yeah, that works. Anastasia Rory highlighted a message saying, "You're a smelly poo." Thank you, Annie. I really, really appreciate that. In case you're wondering, I don't know Annie. Like, this person's just giving me random abuse. A big smelly poo. C-poo A. Thanks. I don't mind the dominant either, but I really want to use that B in the melody, in like that sort of chordal melody. So the thing about using the dominant is that I'm kind of shoehorned into using that note, and I kind of prefer the more. I should upload these to YouTube. I should do like an edited cut of them for YouTube if I can be bothered to edit them. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'll just go for that, and then I am gonna cheat again. Also, I need this. I need more bars. So now we're going to the C sharp, and it's a B. So that's our. So this is the secret to music production, is finding all the efficient shortcuts to get things down quickly, so that you don't have to waste time faffing about with stuff. Okay, so this is coming out dominant sounding, so I need the minor third for B, which is a D. And so and then we go to the E, and here's the great thing: we can use an inversion, which is basically we use the yeah, it is a 2/5. I don't know if you missed the beginning of the stream, Jake, but this is like I'm just doing a 2/5. But here's the fun thing: so the next chord is going to be an E dominant 7th, but I can just do an inversion of it because we have a B, which is the 5th. So I think that's the second inversion. I don't use inversions a lot, but yeah. So like depending on how I want to voice this, or I could just get rid of that low the 5th. What sounds better? Do I just want to make that quieter? And then yeah, we have our chord progression. So I kind of don't like the 5th in the bass. If I take it out. mixing under this, I bass under the keys. Yeah, I'm gonna put bass down, so it's probably okay to have that fit. Just decrease the volume more. There'll be a bass part. It's just like what I find with lo-fi production is that they tend to be quite sparse on low end. So it may or may not like I'd have to hear it with context, but I'll leave it in for now, and if I don't like it later on, I can take it out. So oh yeah, in like Shane is saying just press D in Studio One. If you press D, you just repeat forever, which is really useful. But anyway, yeah, there's our intro, and we're not gonna lo-fi it up just yet. I'm just trying to get the stuff down. I guess the next thing that would come would be like drums. So what I normally do for drums is I use a inbuilt Studio One sample loader. So we have sample one. Then I just load one of the presets that I have. This is what I use for like future bass stuff. So I don't know how loud this is gonna be. That's very loud. So these are like very like in your face. So I'm gonna have to tone them down a bit. That's probably the one I'd use. Seafood A moment. And then is this being velocity dependent? No, I need to crack that up. Let's just leave it at like 100 or something, and I can figure it out later. Yeah, that scared me. I thought my SoundCloud blew up. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Okay, that sounds a lot better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna rename this just kick because I want to have separate processing on each one. So I'm gonna open up another instance of it and add in the future bass drum pack, and this will be snare. Why did I have that setting on Audition? So this will be snare, and then probably just like another one for like hi-hats and cymbals. This sample pack is actually the future bass starter pack from the Cymatics sample library. It, like I said, is a free one, and I actually use this for Hanako's shoujo manga spin-off, so that's what I used. Also, like as I'm doing things, if you have any comments or questions, just feel free to ask, because like I want this to be not just me like streaming and talking at you, but I also want to be as educational as I can be. Hi-hats and cymbals. That's not how you spell cymbals. Another thing as well, name your tracks as you go, so you don't lose track of what's going on. Like this, that I've forgot to name. Roads. Here we go. So what's a good what's gonna be a good snare sound? Let's clap. These sound so awful. I want like a side snick. Side stick. Explain music theory on Reggie terms and you're good to go. I like, to be honest, like the way I explain the theory, like does kind of assume some prior knowledge. But yeah, super meta. You're making your own DMCA-proof Twitch music. That is entirely the entire point of this series. Like, I want to, like, I feel like that's like a nice little tagline to the whole series. Like, making DMCA-proof Twitch music by making it myself. It's like, I could just use the Spotify libraries that say, like, you know, we're safe for Twitch, but like, you know, this is fun. I get to explore stuff that I don't normally do because I've not really made a lo-fi song before, so this is all new to me. For side sticks, I'd actually use any of the GGD snares. Yeah, maybe do I just use GGD then? Where is GGD? Thanks for following, Clark. Okay, I actually have a fucking I have a preset for all this stuff, so I can't remember how I actually load up GGD. That is Reactor. That's not what I want. Thank you for the follow, Chronozor. Contact. That's what it is. Geckoid drums. Where is it? Invasion. Let's try Modern and Massive actually, and just use that for like the side stick. Oh my god, that's loud. I keep forgetting that I have all my stuff set up so it's like quiet and like not clipping. So yeah, that's it was louder than I thought. Okay, we'll just rename this to hi-hats. I removed the wrong one. Hi-hat cymbals. Oh, thanks for the sub, Reco. Really appreciate it, dude. That's nice. I get to say thanks for subbing. That's really cool. That Twitch streamer life. Where's the side stick? So that's a kick. It's a bit quiet, but we'll take it. I have loads of presets, so this is like my Invasion like snare preset. And then I have what I usually do is I'll just add some guitar. I'll just add guitar rig. Just random. I actually still use guitar rig for reverb because it's super convenient for me. Reverb 100%. No, fuck. 100% wet. I'll just chuck that on the send channel. There we go. So I'm not gonna go for that specific side stick sound, but try a different snare. Oh, fucking hell, that's like fucking what a low snare. Jesus, like what are these snares? They're like okay, that's a bit more of like a sort of a bit high pitch there. Modern, yeah. These snares have been sitting in the rain. I obviously went through all the GDD libraries when I made the video for them way back, but I like blasted the snares and just went for one that I like the sound of. Okay, I think it's this one. Or this one. So we're just gonna add some. So the cool thing about for making lo-fi stuff is that this is like super on the grid. So we don't want on the grid. We want it to sound swung. So we either want it to sound swung or we want it to sound at like a Dilla beat. So the Dilla beat is the sort of J Dilla drum beat where everything sounds like it's just a little bit off. Like it's not swung, but it's not straight. It's just a little bit off. And you can actually quantize to make it sound a bit Dilla, but if we swing it, for instance, a swing will make the 16th note sound like that, so we get this kind of sound. But I kind of feel like these 8th notes are like too straight as well. So if I go for like tiny swing on 8th notes, so it has like a real nice lazy feel to it. And you can see how that much like how that really changes the vibe just by adding a little bit of that of swing to it. And we can go even crazier with these like random like 5/4 things. I'm just gonna go for a slight swing, like 20% on the 8th notes, but I can go like 80% swing, 100% swing on the 16th notes. See how 80 sounds. Yeah. We are chilling the hammock now. Yeah, I mean this is cool because like like the drum beats are still technically quantized, but like I'm quantizing the 8th notes and the 16th notes to different note values so that it isn't consistent really between the 8th and the 16th notes. So you get this really kind of loose sounding drum pattern. That percent swing quantization looks super handy. Yep. I mean, usually what you mostly get is just like triplets for up to like 30-second notes, but Studio One does all the swing stuff, so it's like super useful. And then like even for the snare, like to dilla this up, we can just eyeball it. So the kick is a little bit behind, but we can just move the snare like a tiny bit forward. Is there like a good way to do this, or it's not gonna work? No, that's not gonna work. So let's just eyeball it. So just gonna take off on the grid, just move everything forward just a tiny bit. And that like again, it might be a little bit too much, but that helps create that sort of slightly loose dilla vibe. And then I can just mess around with these velocities so that it's like not all the same. But yeah, that's like the thing is like I know about like making dilla beats and I know the kind of tricks you can use to make them, but I've never really done this before. This is just kind of like something I'm kind of intuiting off of what I hear from when I listen to like, you know, those lo-fi playlists that you can study and chill to. But it comes with just, you know, practice and experience of just trying out different things and seeing what works and what doesn't work. And I think this is like a pretty decent start. I've got no processing on the kick drum, just on the snare that's based on a preset from GGD Invasion. So I'm gonna have to like we're gonna have to adjust things as I go, but like that we'll tackle that when it comes to it. Yeah, we're getting there. But we also don't want this to start on the first one. We want like the intro to just be just that, yeah. Brecco asks, how do you start fight against the beat starting to feel contrived that you played over and over and over working again? I mean, I don't know, you just kind of need to remind yourself that like this is a work in progress. I know it sounds really obvious, but you just need to get in that mental headspace of knowing that this is something that you're working on, is not finished. And like it's like, you know, if you draw a picture and you draw like the outlines of a face or something, and you look at that and it doesn't look like a face. It's the same with if you're working on something and it doesn't sound like the complete song. Of course, it's not going to sound like a finished song. It's not going to look like the finished drawing, and you just kind of need to remind yourself and keep working on it. Because like the other thing as well is if you do this often enough and finish enough songs while practicing writing, you're going to get a point where you just kind of, you know that you're going to get to a point where it does sound finished and everything does come together. So it's just a case of practice, I guess. Lo-fi just needs a low pass on the master bus, and obvious advice isn't repeated enough. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like to think it's obvious, but like, it's so easy when you're writing music to kind of forget the simple things, and also kind of, a lot of people get frustrated that the things that they're writing aren't like, they aren't finished, and it isn't like the magnum opus that you imagine it would be. So like, I know, just chill and it'll get there eventually, you know. Thank you for the follow, Scott on Fire 09. So here we go. There's the intro of the drums. And then on the drums soon. Cool. So what have we got in Fab Filter? What am I doing here? Don't need any of that. There's like no low end there. Cool on treble. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just messing about with settings and smash and grab. Yeah, that'll do for now. Like, we'll figure it out as we go. I'm expecting some jokes about the snare being bad, because we always talk about how the snare is bad. Okay. So just find some hi-hat sounds and then just dillo the hi-hats as well. So these are straight hats. So you could already hear like there's like a bit of a disparity between the hi-hats and the kick, and that's kind of what we want. We kind of don't want them to be aligned exactly with each other. Maybe that's too much. Actually, do we want them to match? It's like, yeah, that kind of works. It kind of has the vibe that I want. Cool. So we have the skeleton of the track going, and because it's like lo-fi, we're not trying to do anything crazy or anything like super out of the box. We're just trying to, well, have something that sounds lo-fi. So yeah. Hello, Secret. Welcome. I don't know how many of you have been here since the beginning or how many of you have just joined recently. What we're doing is that we're making music that is safe for use on Twitch, because while it's great that I have my own music that I can play in the background sometime, that's going to get boring really fast, and I haven't asked other musicians. And I thought, I can do that as well, but I can also just make the kind of stuff that you can just leave on loop. And yeah, can I make a mic volume up request? So this is as loud as my interface can make my mic, and we'll just kind of have to deal with the discrepancies between the volume of my mic and the and the DAW. Unfortunately, like, because this is a dynamic mic and I don't have an app. Well, I have an app for it, but it's kind of noisy. I'm not using the amp at the moment. I'm just using my interface, just what as all the gain that the interface can provide. You also missed the theory lesson. We talked about how this is in key of C sharp minor, and these are the chords, and this is the chord sequence that we have. U theory. So yeah, let's do some processing for the bass. Let's cheat and let's add the regular kick processing that I use for Invasion and see how that sounds. That's compressed it to all hell. Sounds like too fast when I play it like that. So let's take it down to 80 and see how it sounds. Yeah, I think that sounds better. And then I guess the things that we're gonna need to flush everything out would be to have some kind of bass, then some kind of some layers for like maybe ambience, maybe like a small melody. Like I might play like a guitar melody to go on top of this and record that, and then I have to throw everything into a lo-fier. That's the technical term. Well, it's like there's a plugin called is it Vinyl? Just throw the lick in there? Yeah, sure. Hollow body time. Needs more quiet anime voice lines in the background. So I would do that, but I'm trying not to get DMCA'd. And I feel like anime samples are the things that will get you. Well, that will get you yeeted by DMCA. Hello, Bassmanin. Needs an uwu. Hollow body time. Yeah. I feel like because has that been updated? No, it's not. I thought I had all the fucking sponsors on there, but oh. Let's see. I wonder how quickly this like updates. I don't know if that updated like instantaneously. Cloud in Shadows, thank you for the follow. Gotta hire some proper Japan voice actors. Yeah, everything's gotta be DMCA safe. Yeah, I'm probably gonna use the guitar, the mayonnaise guitar down there. I forgot to update this. Not the hollow body, unfortunately. In case you don't know, I got myself a Gretsch hollow body guitar, just because I wanted one. But for the purposes of being a good endorsee, I'm gonna use this on stream. Mayonnaise Aquila. Just realize your alert is the lick. Yep, it's the lick from Hanako Shoujo manga spinoff. Remember to change the scene, and we're all good to go. So probably the bass is the easiest thing to go. What should I use for bass? Should I keep up the Spectrasonics shilling and open up Omnisphere? I like your shirt. Thank you. It's my neighbor. It's a big Totoro. Let's shill for Omnisphere, and also let's make sure the volume is like minus fucking 15 because it murders ears at like default volume. Synth bass. Fuck it, that's still so loud. I just want like a really simple. Here's the fun part of running through Omnisphere samples until you find something that you like and edit. I figured I'd stop by for a crash of the night, have fun with the music makings, and have a good night. Thanks, man. Thank you very much for stopping along as well. I just want like a low sine or something. The funny thing is I'm gonna just like filter this out so it's not as like intrusive into the mix as possible. So noisy sine bass, okay, that's work. That works. English. Noise. Okay, I can kind of maybe bring down the volume of the noise a bit, clean up the sine, and then just put down the bass notes. That's kind of not quite there yet. I kind of want something like really soft. Do they have like drones? Maybe that. Let me know what you think about the the bass sounds. So obviously I'm gonna filter out all the low end because we're making lo-fi and not like dance music. So let's filter out like not too harshly, but okay. It's kind of like it's kind of like wobbing a bit. I want to get rid of the wob. How do I get rid of the wob? LFO? Yeah, I think there's an LFO in there, and I don't know where it is because I haven't actually used a lot of Omnisphere before. Yeah, there is a wob. You think the wob adds to the vibe? Not a big fan of how it evolves, so we have differing opinions. Yeah, I think if I figure out how to get rid of the wobbing, then I think we're good. Where is it coming from? Hello, Helix. Welcome. We're making Twitch DMCA safe lo-fi. It'd be really, really good if I knew how this program worked. Doing God's work. Thank you, man. Thank you. moment it's just this filter. Oh my god. Okay. Thanks for all the inspiration while learning guitar, by the way. Oh, shit. Thanks for all the inspiration with learning guitar, by the way. I've been enjoying the shit out of learning songs from Senpai EPs. Thank you. Thank you. Don't mean to shill. By that I mean I absolutely do mean to shill, but if you don't know, She Happens. They do all the tabs that I have released, and you can actually get the tab book for Set Course from Andromeda. Available both in digital and printed formats, with and without jam tracks. And there's also a special edition that comes with these plectrums. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, but look at those pics. They're actually kind of cool. Kind of wish I had them, but I don't because they're in Canada. Look at that box with the Cassini remaster artwork. Look at ProgChamp's face. Oh, also, we have emotes for subs, so you can Raid Shadow Legends, yeah. Those pics are pretty sick, yeah. I think these are really cool. So, yeah, now available at She Happens. ! Tabs for the command. Thank you for the sub, Hacks. So, oh, you got Reina Think and the Face Palm. I'm only allowed 3 at the moment, and there was a guy who absolutely pogged the last stream who gifted like 10 subs to people. So once those run out, I'll probably lose emote slots, but we'll see. But yeah, we'll keep going anyway. So just a slight aside that I'm not shilling for stuff, but Set Course for Andromeda tab book. Talk about learning music. Devastated that this is not called ProgChamp. Yes, same. I realized too late, but if I wanted to have the emote ready for the stream, and I have to get it fucking reapproved if I change the name. So that is unfortunately not a thing that we can do or change. So I'm trying to figure out where this wub is coming from. Is it like is it part of the modulation? Oh my god. Dude, Twitch customer support moves at the speed of erosion. It's so bad. Yeah, I can definitely imagine so. They're too busy with other important things, I'm sure, that they don't deign to tell us. Could it be the LFO depth? It could be. Still doing it. Because is it this filter depth? I'm so confused. Is it this? Is this what's doing it? No, it's not here. Loving how it's coming together. Thanks, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's not too much in like going into it, but it's cool how just taking some simple concepts like a repeating chord pattern on like a really chill instrument, slow tempo, adding Dilla drum beats and stuff like that, you can really get like that kind of vibe super easy. I'm confused. Just want to play right now, but my guitar is kind of fucked. I don't know why. Every time I bend the string, it goes out of tune by like a quarter step. Maybe you haven't like wrapped the strings around the tuner pegs. Just get a real synth and spend the entire stream making patches. Yeah, let's just make patches for an entire stream. That's gonna be really interesting. Although to be fair, on Friday I got drunk and talked about whether the simulation theory is like real or not, and talked about like space stuff, and everybody didn't leave immediately, so got that going for me. Let's just deal with the wall. It's fine. Thing is, like, I don't want this to be that loud anyway, because like we're going for like a lo-fi sound, so we don't want the bass to be that in your face anyway. What is? Turn the filters off. I already did that already. Thank you for the sub, Abyssallation. Really, really, really appreciate it. Maybe there's some way you can add some decay at the end. Yeah, maybe. What are these filters doing? Yeah, there's something in there. Are you gonna add thumping over this? I can't thump at all. Like, all the thumping you hear on fucking like Anime's Leaders Part 1 and 2 is just like, it's all comp to shit. Like, I barely put that stuff together. And then for playing live, it's like, I don't know, just hope it works. Glad to sub. Been listening since Set Course from Andromeda, but was never able to buy an album, so take my sub instead. Thank you. No, like, honestly, like, you guys are under no obligation to do anything financially for me, so anything that you do is hugely appreciated. Here we go. There is something in here that's like changing how it's sounding, but it's almost like a volume swell. Right, I don't know. Let's try something different. To be fair, that's literally called a swell, so maybe that's where I'm going wrong. Boomer bass. I am a boomer, so maybe that's exactly what I need. Maybe like a high pass is a bit too drastic, so maybe just like shelve it a bit. Yeah, I think that works actually. This is the fun of using Omnisphere, is that I have no idea what any of the patches sound like, so I'm just running through patches and getting my ears blown off by like these random like super crazy synth patches, and I'm just like editing them and seeing how they go. 100% wet, absolutely. Synth bass. So we have our intro. could do some mixing on the go. So like on the roads, probably want to cut out some of the low end as well. Just make it more friendly with the bass. Was not good. Gonna head off talk a bit. Thanks for hanging out, Annie. Okay, so this is cool. The one thing that I don't like about this so far is that it's very narrow. So like you're not really hearing anything in the left and the right ears. It's just very it's just very like centered. So I wonder if like, what is how is this going out? Okay, that's a lot better. What's the vibe that you're going for with the background music? Basically, I just want to try some styles that I don't normally write in, so I'm doing lo-fi for this one. I want to do like some maybe some like more chill electronic stuff that's not necessarily lo-fi. I want to do like a funk song, maybe do a city pop song. I definitely want to do city pop. I don't know if you guys have heard city pop, but it's great. It's like Japanese, like old school 80s style pop. But yeah, like maybe after this I'll do funk. So like the idea is on Mondays and Wednesdays I'll stream like music production stuff, or like especially on Mondays. Wednesdays might be a bit different. And then after making like 8, like maybe I don't know, a couple of songs, like 5 different things, I can use that as like background music that I'll just loop while I stream, and I'll make them available to like patrons and subs and stuff. And then I'll do some different stuff. Maybe I'll do like, you know, writing a gent song, or like on my Discord server I might ask, you know, if I'm gonna produce this metal song, what limitations would you put on me? So like I can only use plugins, not my Axe effects. I can only like it'll be stuff like that. So that it will just be like doing stuff that isn't my regular day job with regards to music, which is doing like the senpai stuff and doing like the, you know, set chorus homebound style stuff. And we'll just see where it goes with it. That's the idea. I'm so fucking down for a city pop stream. Yeah, it'll be fun. Sunday morning, just rolled out of bed, no plans for the day, avoiding the MCA mood. Absolutely. Thoughts on Tomo Fujita? I don't know who Tomo Fujita is. Japanese guitarist Tomo Fujita. Professional musician and guitar professor at Berklee College of Music in Boston, Massachusetts. He's been teaching at Berklee for 27 years. Oh, fair enough, man. Okay, he's got some YouTube videos. Okay, I'll check him out for sure. Mixing tutorial or Riot. I've done like mixing tutorial-esque stuff on YouTube. The thing is, like, mixing is so, like, the way I learned mixing wasn't from YouTube videos. The way I learned mixing was by trying to mix and failing a lot, and doing that for many months and many years, and just like going through that really iterative process. So the idea that like I can make a guide and like it might help for sure, but I feel like you should just do it. It's not easy, but it's definitely a good way to learn, I feel. I guess the challenge is not knowing where to start, right? So I feel like maybe the guide can help with knowing where to start, but you just got to do it as well. That Kyoto song might inspire you for some city pop. Check it out later. For sure. I'll check it out. Anyway, so what did I do? I increased the stereo width. Okay, how can we make the sound more old school? I'm going to put Guitar Rig on. add some spring reverb. There we go. Getting that lo-fi feeling for sure. What other layers can we add? What other layers can we add? Can I like make a straw poll where you guys can put in your own suggestions? Because I'm just gonna crowdsource some ideas here. I can't. Yeah, just throw in your suggestions in chat. While I try and figure out like a melody. What layers like you know, like synth pad or like a yeah, definitely gonna throw on the vinyl sound. Just learned a lot with experimentation. For example, the Senpai 3 drum sound is just top notch. Oh yeah, I mean, Senpai 3 drums are just it's just a GGD Invasion. I can maybe go through one of the projects at some point. You gotta have that jazz tone clogged level 0 guitar, or maybe it's just like. How do you get the synth to sound so good from the get-go? This is gonna sound really bad, but I spent a lot of money on programs that make it sound good from the get-go. So what I use for synth is Omnisphere. Omnisphere 2. Very good. Very, very good. It's also very expensive. Yeah, it's not cheap. But there's definitely cheaper programs you can use, and I didn't use Omnisphere for Senpai 3, for instance. Oh, move the cam down a bit, please. I will when I play more guitar. I used a program called Circle 2. Future Audio Workshop Circle 2. For Hanako Shoujo Manga spinoff. And this is definitely a lot cheaper than Omnisphere. Oh, they're doing a subscription model. Okay, well, that's a thing you can do. So yeah, definitely cheaper than Omnisphere. And then for the Rhodes, I'm using Keyscape, which is the other thing that they have, which has like really nice piano and keyboard sounds. So generally speaking, like programs like these, like they sound so good out of the box that I can just go around and pick a patch and then just edit it to get close to what I want, and that's usually like 90% of the way. Do I have vinyl installed? That is the question. I don't, it looks like. Yeah, I don't, so I have to go download it. 1 second. Isotope vinyl, that's what it's called, not fucking ozone. Yeah, I have to go download it. in case you're wondering, is this program the outro to Hanako Shoujo manga spin-off? I just have this plus lo-fi and stuff like that, and like it basically makes stuff sound like fucking lo-fi. So yeah, just gonna download that. Do I have an Isotope account? I do have an Isotope account. Okay. I'm gonna have to restart Studio One to get this program going. And it is okay. It's downloading. It's not telling me if it's downloaded. Yada yada yada. Also, I'm just like it's so like weird to me because I used to use whatchamacallit, Sony Acid as my DAW, and like the idea of having like search bars and stuff like that is like so alien to me. Like these like such basic features that you would take for like granted in any other DAW, but Sony Acid just doesn't have it. So yeah. Let's restart Studio One then. Random bird song, xylophone might be calling too much. Maybe some rain sounds, staccato muted violin or Japanese flute. Keep it lo-fi outside of vinyl cracks. Bass is about all that's left. Yeah, I've got the bass in there already. Actually, it's just a case of I don't know. I feel like it's missing something, but I don't know yet. Okay, Studio One opening up again. And then I got to make sure that Voxchango recorder is actually transmitting. So, can you guys hear this? Yes, you can. Just checking with Streamlabs whether the audio is going through. Harp, yeah. Do you have any good harp sounds? I'm curious now. Like this is kind of a departure from what I'm meant to be doing, but do I have harp sounds? Woodwinds, brass, strings, Darwin's Percussion Ensemble, Albion Legacy. Ooh, doesn't seem like there's any harp here. I don't know what the play series is. Okay, doesn't seem like I have a fancy harp, patch. I don't even know where these libraries came from. I think they're just free with native instruments. So, yeah. So, oh fuck! I gotta authorize this shit. 1 second. You can probably hear stuff coming through. Okay, and switch back to that. There we go. Starting to get some of that fucking lo-fi sound. It is really gold for a free plugin. I can already see myself procrastinating this music. Yeah. But like, this is such a powerful plugin. You just fucking fire some random shit on there, and then like you're good to go. It will annoy me if it's on all the time though, so I will bypass it for the most part. This is fire, holy smokes! Oh, thank you, man. And I think I missed it earlier, but Zad, thank you for the follow. So I guess I just need to I think I just want to record like a little guitar melody. I'm trying to figure out what the melody should be. I want it to be different because like the actual melody, I think. That might just work actually, just something simple like that. We'll see. Let's actually tune my guitar though. Still struggling from being in drop theme, getting put into standard. Let's go for something a bit like smoother. Let's go for something like that, but let's just make it a bit louder, so. Keep it simple, just play the melody notes. Actually, you probably want to see me tracking, right? So I will show you what I'm playing without this in the way. Yeah, maybe those octaves can be a loop. The fun thing is, since I'm doing lo-fi, I don't fucking care about like the take sounding super good or anything. I just want it there. Then this reverb's probably a bit too much. I don't know about lo-fi having like randomly panned guitars, but I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna have this guitar like randomly panned to the left or something. Yeah, that works. And it doesn't need to come in straight at the beginning as well. It can come in maybe later. The other thing is, I wanted to sound a bit more like. Actually, will the guitar sound fine if I just add the vinyl stuff? The other thing is because of the that plugin, I can kind of like get away with reducing the cut on the bass. What is the piano chord progression again? So the piano chord progression is A major 7, G minor 7, C sharp minor 7, and then B minor 7 and E dominant 7th on bar 4. So it's just a 4-bar progression, and just repeats over and over. I think we're getting pretty close there. Maybe shave some high end off the guitar even further. Where's fucking isotope? Kill that for a little bit. It's just weird how like it just keeps playing, even though like it just keeps going even though I'm not actually playing the song. So it's a bit weird like that. Maybe I don't find like vinyl lo-fi, but that crackling is more distracting. It's like it's kind of just like it's just like a trope, I guess, of the style. Like a lot of people do it because it just has that. It just kind of has that vibe to it, but I'll definitely like tone it down a bit for the final like finished product. I'm just like putting it in there for mostly just to get a sense for how it sounds. Okay, so maybe I'll just do like a synth pad and we're done. Maybe just like also just put that repeat later down. So we just press D, press D, press D, and then press D, and press D. So, yeah. Then, I think chuck in a synth pad. Yeah, that's the idea. Make sure this isn't going to kill all of our ears. Alright. Let's do that thing where we go through Omnisphere and try and find a patch that sounds exactly what we need. Some weird things going on there. Is there like a sign pad or something? Maybe just go for that to begin with, and then just figure it out later. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy the chords and like straighten them out. So this is the fun part of music production, where you just have to, you know, deal with individual MIDI notes and sort everything out from there. Actually, since I've done it once. That extra note on top kind of is distracting to my ear. That works. It's just I think the tail on that pad is like really long. So when I cut the tail a bit, it's the release there. There we go. So, I don't know if you're hearing what I'm hearing, but like, for instance, when I added that chord with the and I had the B up top, like that that high B didn't quite sound good to my ears, so it just sounded better to move the B below the root note. So basically I'm just trying to keep the chord progression like in the same space of notes so that the pads aren't doing anything really distracting for to your ear as you're listening to that. So that's the idea behind that. And then is still quite loud though. How's that sounding to you guys? I think we're getting there. I think maybe just like a guitar melody or something for like the next 2 repeats, and then that's a lo-fi song done. I don't know. I think it's pretty close. But yeah, let me know what you think of it. Hi-hats. Repeating all of it. Definitely getting there? Yeah, I think so. We're close. Just about repeating stuff. Loop the 4 bars for a 10-hour YouTube vid, yeah. And then let's see. Maybe that's too similar. Nice jam. It's not about the groovier, busier bass line though. I think that's the thing. Like, whenever you get tempted to, when you're making lo-fi music, to make things like busier, you just have to like slap yourself and be like, no, like keep it simple. Like everything. Like we really, really, really want to deliberately be simple about everything. Cam says, "Away for a bit." Reminds me of Animal Light novel music with the chords you use. Yeah, it does have that like. Let's try record this. Tone actually. How are those notes interacting? Maybe I'm overthinking it. It would help if I could hear myself. I can barely hear my own guitar there. So if I just like put that in somewhere. Loop it. And then can just like comp in an ending. Also, if you're wondering, I do so many of my guitar parts like that where I just kind of record a bit of it and then record a bit of it afterwards because I'm trying to think of how the part sounds and I'm like iterating on it. And sometimes like I go back and record it again, but sometimes it just sounds good the way it's like comped together like that. So that's how I cheat. Because cheating is not good, but sometimes it works. And then we go processing, how to lead part. Kind of don't want that. Actually, yeah, no, I don't want that one. What I'm doing here is I'm just like throwing in presets and then like editing the presets as I go. So I don't want that coming in there. I probably want it coming in here. Okay, here we go. Thanks for gifting a sub. If it were practical, it'd be nice to put like a quote from an anime over this, but obviously illegal. Yeah, it's obviously trying to not. The whole point is to avoid the big Twitch ban hammer. But yeah, like if I was making like a serious lo-fi thing and I could get like permission to use the samples and stuff, like I'd definitely do something like that. But yeah, thanks for gifting the sub. Really appreciate it. How long is this now? Like, are we getting into 2 minutes? That's a lo-fi song, right? Actually, like, we'll just like we'll do the thing where we like reverse out the instruments. So do one repeat. Without the guitars. And then one repeat. And then one repeat without the drums. I think we're pretty much there. How about I fucked up here? Oh, here we go. This to die very quickly, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add envelopes to for the pad and the bass, so they just go away very quickly. So not an envelope, like an automation thing. so that like at the end of this figure, at the end of the bar, they just cut off. Maybe a bit too much reverb. Maybe a bit too much reverb on the pads. Yeah, possibly. It's just like within the context of the within the context of the mix, it's not too hard to tell, but I can maybe just tone it down a little bit. Almost there. Let's add in the vinyl. Just see how it sounds with the vinyl effects. That kind of kills the low end a bit too much for my liking. That warp effect is a little bit too much. It kind of like deep pitches it, but what does that lo-fi effect actually do? It's just like recreating like a bit crushed version. Enables the table's vintage sampler artifacts. That sounds kind of bad. Here's the fun part of music production that everybody talks about that, like, you know, doesn't get glossed over. It's the constant listening to the same thing over and over and over and over and over again and trying different like tiny variations in the sound until you get exactly what you want. Adding your own vinyl samples is probably easier to control than this plugin, from what I can tell. Yeah, I mean, like, there is a vinyl sample that I have used, but like, I like this, like, doubles as a vinyl sample as well as like a filter, so you kind of kill like two birds with one stone with this. Hello, Aaron. I think we've made a lo-fi song. I mean, like, I think one of the things as well, like I said, you know, keep it simple, and also like one of the things about lo-fi production is that you're not really thinking too hard about the production. Like, you're just going for a certain vibe, and you're not like being super you're not being like super particular about specific elements. So yeah, I think we're pretty much there. That's gonna be very loud, by the way. Okay, I said that was gonna be really loud, but I actually killed the transmission of the audio. You guys want to hear how it sounds from start to finish? Let's go. Let's do this. It's gonna be quite loud, so I'm just gonna turn this down a wee bit. Okay, I think we're pretty much there. This would slap with Boys to Men singing over it. Sounds like a romantic video game in a Yakuza, one of the Yakuza games or something. Yeah, it does have that like does kind of have like that cheesy R&B vibe to it. That's probably just the chord progression. Like if you could even go for like an even simpler chord progression for the lo-fi sound. But the one thing I want to do here is I want to break free. No, I want to add some automation for vinyl. Okay, what? I want to have this up here. Shit, what did I do? That's fine, I just clicked on something. I want to add some automation for vinyl so that in the outro, it just sounds even more like scuffed. So in the outro, we could just bring it down to like 1950. Increase the wear and increase the scratches. So we get this like dropout effect. there you go. And the great thing is that I definitely didn't use that effect already at the end of Hanako Shoujo Manga spin-off. And then I guess I'm gonna add some volume automation here. So for some reason, Studio One gets funny with the automation once you've added the track like that, but. There you go. Cool. Senpai. It's the start of a C2A lo-fi album. So I'm just checking. Oh, what vinyl plug am I using? Yeah, it's Isotope vinyl. It's free and it basically makes your shit sound lo-fi. So the thing that I found is that it tends to not want to bounce. So if I'm gonna export a mix down as a test. Yeah, it might not actually work, but we'll see. Kind of reminds me of the good night resting music in Final Fantasy VII. Okay, yeah, like a lot of people are going for like the comparisons. It has that Japanese vibe to it, which probably is no coincidence because I'm heavily influenced by like weeb music, and I use the Weebu 2/5. It's like a 2/5 progression where you go back to chord 6 in a minor, and that particular sound has a very like Weebu sound to it. Okay. Let's see how this sounds actually. Did the Wi-Fi? Okay. So we have successfully created a lo-fi song while streaming on Twitch. We did it, Reddit. Sorry about that. And yeah. Let me save this. We did it. Yeah, we did it. Twitch chat. It feels weird calling you guys Twitch chat because I know I interact with a lot of you on my Discord. I know a lot of you by name, but yeah, we did. So that's song 1. So I guess like if I webcam corner the make your own Twitch safe playlist track list. So with number 1 got lo-fi. Number 2, let's go like funk, like electro, like electronic funk or something. Funk. 3, city pop. What else? Trap. Sad boy trap beat. Trap beats for Aaron to rap over. If you buy enough subs, you get to rap over it. And then don't know what should the 5th one? Like a fucking synth wave? I don't know. the meta of all these streams as well is going to be the more of these we do, the more of them that you'll start to hear in the in the background of the stream. So that'll be kind of cool as they all get done and we start playing them in the background. So yeah, I mean that's my idea for the music production streams. For obvious reasons, is like not a lot I can show of stuff that I'm actively working on if I don't want to, you know, leak everything that I'm working on. I may be able to do it for like a track or two, or depending on like what I'm wanting to put out. It could be the case of like I could maybe show a little bit of it, but how do I set this to constantly repeat? We're starting the meta. We're playing the lo-fi music in the background already. But yeah, like I definitely want to try out new things because a lot of these turn that down a bit. There we go. A lot of the production ideas that I'm like applying while producing this, like I've not really done, like I know of them roughly, but I've not really tried them out. So it's kind of cool to actually just apply them and try new things. So I mean, this was the whole idea, right? So all of this shit's gonna be in the background, and it's gonna loop over and over and over again. What about an orchestral epic? Yo, dude, this song's sick. Which one is it? Chiptune. I might try chiptune actually. That'd be pretty fun. Hanako Shoujo Manga spin-off was kind of like trying to do future bass as well. I might do like something future bass, but with less guitars. That's also the thing. Like the less guitars, the better, because guitars are. Don't want to say they're bad, but like I'm too used to guitars. Guitars are like safe for me, if that makes sense. So I want to move outside of the safety and try out new things. So less guitars, more other things. Orchestral epics would be cool, but it's just kind of like I don't know if it works as like background for a stream. But yeah, we're just gonna wind down, just gonna talk shit, see what there is to talk about. I've already shamelessly plugged the tab book. What interesting scientific discoveries on Reddit have we found? What cool video game stuff is there? I don't know. Bit of liquid DMB. Fucking DMB. Like, have I even heard any recent like DMB? Oh yeah, just spam. What's the commands for all the good shit? Have I heard of the band Pale Dusk? I don't think I have. Let's see, Pale Dusk. What are they like? Pale Dusk are. Let's see. Hailing from Fukuoka on the Japanese island of Kyushu, Pale Dusk stormed onto everybody's radar early in 2020 with the 4-track EP Happy Talk, which combined elements of metalcore, industrial, new metal, and EDM that in a way that hasn't been seen in a long time. Okay. Interesting combo of things. Yeah, I haven't heard of them. I'm also like, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm like very bad at finding out about music, so yeah, it's just things will pass over me unless I'm like actively looking for it, so there's a good chance that I will just miss things. So yeah, I'll check them out. And there's another artist as well. What was it? It'll probably be my search history actually, so I'll just look there. Yeah, I'll check that other artist out as well. But yeah, I think we did what we came here to do, and I'm gonna shamelessly loop this song and just keep it on repeat. Just trying to find like a quick topic to just chat about and chill while I wind the stream down. Don't want to finish too early. The release track on Spotify it's nice to find new stuff. Oh yeah, fair. Like that's another thing about Spotify that like I think is really underappreciated is the ability for discovery. And like I don't know, some people really expect a lot from Spotify in terms of like they just want to go on Spotify, they just want to be handed like, you know, like a fully collated set of releases and stuff, and like it's powerful, but it's like, you know, it's still just like an algorithm, so there's only so much you can do. So I definitely feel like it's a very useful tool for discovery, but you still need to go out there and like, you know, try and find stuff that you like. So yeah, for sure. I think it's cool, but it is limited. Let's see. There's a new Elden Ring leak. So what do you know about Elden Ring? Because I know it is a new From Software game, and people are like, I think I saw a meme about it. That's about it. Where's the subreddit? Shitty Dark Souls. This is the meme in question. Don't fuck with us, Elden Ring fans. We don't even know what this game is yet. Yeah, it's a game. I didn't actually see the leak, so I don't actually know what the trailer was about. Have I checked out the new Liquid Tension experiment? I've checked out the what was the first one? Liquid Tension experiment. The Passage of Time. That's the one that I've heard. I've not heard the new one, Beating the Odds, so I'll have to check that out. If I listen to this on stream, like, is this gonna like yeet it, or is it just gonna get like it's just gonna get muted on the VOD? I don't know. It's on Inside Out, and I'm assuming Inside Out have their music on whatchamacallit, Content ID. George R. Martin writing the lore or something. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. New Genshin Impact character coming soon if people are into that. Nope, there you go. I've not played Genshin Impact in many months, but there's a new character. Big Mar EC is now following. I saw this video once of Rick Graham talking about the good old days of John Petrucci forums with plenty of missions. Do you have any such nostalgia lore stories? New terms on Twitch terms of service means you probably shouldn't listen to it on stream. Yeah, like I probably have to play it safe and not listen to it on stream. I mean, like I talked about this on the Friday drinking stream, but I used to post on 7string.org, which was the forum that I would post on way back in the day. And Big Mart EC just subscribe, thank you. And like yeah, back on this forum, like you know, people like Misha Mansour, Chimp Spanner, Tosin Abasi, like K-Chef from Sky Harbor, and then there's Plenty, and there's me. Like we all posted stuff on this server, like mixed tests and stuff like that. Like all the original 7string like videos of Periphery, all their old demos are on this website. And this is pretty much where I got a lot of mixing help. A lot of like mixing advice as well, because like people were really like open about. Like not like, you know, just shitting on stuff as well, because I feel like on some places on some forums and on Facebook, like you post something and they just shit on it if like for no reason and don't give you any constructive help. I feel like people here are very constructive and very forthcoming with feedback, so it was quite useful way back when. And yeah, I mean, like no real stories or anything, just being able to post about stuff. And like I first released Cassini here, and you know, Plenty released this like original Halcyon and first EPs, that there are threads on 7string for it. So yeah, it was pretty cool. You can set up channels to make sure the music is on the VOD. Okay, well that sounds like something that I should have done in advance. Yeah, I'll give the new Liquid Tension experiment song a listen. I like the first one. It gave me like proper like Manhattan, like scenes from memory vibes, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know about you guys, like Dream Theater were a big influence on me growing up, but like I've just lost interest as I've grown older and listened to like more artists, I guess. I'll always remember like Dream Theater, and I always like think fondly of like John Petrucci as a guitar player. But like definitely it feels like the more they've released music, the more I kind of have lost interest. Is there any forum like that for today's youth? I mean, unfortunately, forums are just not that popular anymore. Feels like everybody's just going onto like Facebook groups and stuff, and I don't know how useful Facebook groups are, because the way that you can share content is nowhere near as sort of like, there's just like so many more rules when it comes to like the social media platforms, and sharing content's like very much designed around shorter attention spans, and like, you know, it's really hard to find threads and search stuff. So yeah, I kind of think you guys put like, you know, trying to be artists now are kind of shit out of luck, and you have to deal with the necessary evil that is social media. I mean, it's not all bad, because like, you know, there are definitely people that are making names for themselves on social media, like especially like making Instagram videos and stuff. But yeah, there's not really like a forum. Oh, there's our Discord server actually. So Cam's just posted a link to our Discord server. We have dedicated channels for posting mixes and stuff like that, and getting advice. So if you want to post there, you can get advice from the very friendly people on the Discord server with regards to mixes. And we have like channels for like music theory and gear and pretty much everything. Like it's just a cool place to hang out. So definitely check out the Discord server if you haven't. Please don't get scared away by the regulars in general. They're very nice. Petrucci will always be a legend, but The Astonishing was bad. I didn't even listen to The Astonishing. I've like, by the time The Astonishing came out, I kind of stopped caring about Dream Theater. Okay, I'm saying is mix Twitch channel on the server. Post your mixes there. I never post there. I mean, I don't need my mixes checked. No, I occasionally look in there and see what people are posting, but like I mostly spend my time in general. I'm a lot more active than other people on their like artists on their Discord servers, so you will see me very often in the general chat and stuff like that. So the other thing as well is like I try to treat everybody like a friend, or like, well, I try to be like very straightforward and like treat people like on a level playing field. I really don't like the idea of like being put on a pedestal or anything like that. So if you're there, just feel free to like interact with me. The mods there will tell you the initiation command that will make you welcome in the server. So yeah, there's the Discord server, like for a forum for posting stuff. Otherwise, yeah, it's just like it's just a bit weird because social media has taken off in a way that it definitely wasn't like back when I was posting on the forums and like starting out. So, you know, people ask me stuff about like, how do I market myself on social media? And like, I kind of don't know, because I had to learn about it at the same time they've had. But it's just been easier for me because I've been able to develop a fan base and a following prior to the heavy importance of social media. And like, if any of you guys follow me on Instagram and stuff like that, or Facebook, or even like on Twitter, I just kind of post random shit. But like on like the main social media stuff, like I don't post on Instagram that often. But then you see people who are like posting like every single day, or like, you know, a few times every single week, just to like keep themselves relevant and keep their names out there. And it's I know, it just seems so tiring to me. Like frankly, I couldn't be arsed to post that often, but it just seems like it's necessary because of the pace of social media and how fast like, I just remember like memes back when I was in high school. Like memes were a very specific like 4chan-esque subculture thing, and like a lot of memes were like had a lot of staying power because of the fact that they were so like niche and part of like a subculture. And then now, like, if there's a meme, it gets posted on fucking like wherever it starts out on, and then it goes to like Reddit. Then from Reddit it goes to like, you know, all the fucking 9gag pages, and then it goes to Facebook and Instagram, and before you know it, this meme's been shared to absolute death, and it's just like not even funny anymore. Which is why like I feel people are into like more like really random esoteric memes that kind of work on several layers of irony below or above what you're currently operating at. So to get the meme, you kind of have to know the irony behind it. Yeah, then it goes back to Reddit. So it's just, there's these layers of memes being shared out, and people make memes about the memes being shared, and it's so easy to lose track of something, or for something that is funny to, like, you know, people who are less like on the internet but more like likely to use social media. Because I like to consider myself as somebody who's more in touch with how, well, I guess how the internet used to be, I guess, because like I don't know what the fuck a TikTok is or anything like that, but like how memes used to be, and like I see some stuff that's really like popular that's being shared, and it's kind of like I don't want to say it's a bit normie, but it's a little bit normie. So it's like I can see why people find it funny, but it's like, you know, doesn't fit with my sense of humor. Boomer hours, yeah, I'm doing that whole, oh man, the internet used to be better. It did and it didn't. Like the internet used to be better in that like it was really open and creative, and like a lot of really cool ideas were being shared around, but like people were fucking like straight up awful to you. But that's the thing, is like I feel like people on the internet now are awful to you in like a really like thinly veiled way, whereas back then people were awful to you and they're like just straightforward. Aaron saying I relate, internet used to be better, the sense of wonder has been lost. Yeah, maybe that's it. Sense of wonder has been lost, or like, you know, the internet's become like too mainstream or something, so like it's kind of like when most things get really mainstream, you kind of dilute them down for the lowest common denominator. It's harder to build a community with staying power. Yeah, I think so. I think that's why Discord's such a big deal, because like Discord communities have staying power, and people can be on Discord servers for years and like those stick around. But like you guys, Facebook groups, like who the fuck cares about Facebook groups? Like I see posts on Facebook groups, I'm just like, how do you guys keep up? It's like the post, someone posts, and if no one likes it, like people can like the Facebook post, but then like if nobody comments, it just gets fucking buried and it's just gone, and like I don't know, it's like there's no interaction there. It's just like the way that like Facebook works, for instance, is like you just need something to be popular that loads of people are interacting with for it to be relevant. Whereas like I don't know, like the Discord server has like loads of channels and stuff for that, and like things are easily searchable, and like it's a bit less intense. So I don't know, maybe I've not been on like really big Discords or something, but like I feel like things are easier to find, it's easier to talk to people. Trying to think what else. It's like I know, it's just like I said, a lot of the internet and social media is just like it's built around short attention spans. So kind of nobody really wants a long-term community, so it's a bit of an odd one. But yeah, I definitely think Discord servers are the way to go if you want that like if you're wanting that kind of a long-term sort of community. Still hang around a few IRC channels. Wow, like I remember like fucking MSN Messenger. Man, that was back in high school. Everybody's just like, oh, can I MSN Messenger these people? It's like, fucking hell. What a time that used to be. Jake saying, wow, it's been a while. Wow, it's been a while since I've heard someone mention IRC. Man. Oh man. Just like it's getting hard to justify. Yeah, it's just because Discord kind of is easier. But that's the thing though. It's like so many people don't know stuff like that exists, so they kind of are just stuck on social media. I don't know if you guys heard. There's a guitarist called Mateus Asato. He's like an amazing guitarist. But like he pretty much said that he left Instagram because like his entire Instagram shtick was like he would make cool videos and people would like those, and that was it. Like they only ever wanted to see his cool guitar Instagram videos, and like don't get me wrong, the playing on them was amazing, but like he couldn't really do anything else. And I remember saying, like, I don't know if you've seen like the Instagram reality post of like, you know, you see this amazing looking Instagram post on like a really cool picturesque location, and like, you know, some like, you know, handsome dude and like a beautiful girl, and then you see like the behind the scenes of it and like how manufactured and staged everything is. And like he was just like, there's so much of that's true for Instagram guitar videos. Like there's so many takes that people don't see, and so much like for like a 30-second clip, someone would like, you know, do like 13, 15, 20, even more takes. Like, you can spend an hour just trying to record 30 seconds of video just to make the video as like perfect as possible for that perfect take. And then like people only ever see like the finished take, so they think that, oh yeah, this is an incredible guitarist, you can do this all the time, and they don't see the effort behind that. And I can see why that's been draining. That's the only content people ever want to see, because I can just like take a picture of like a guitar or something and be like, cool, and upload that, and that's my Instagram, because like I don't really do Instagram guitar videos that often, and people don't want to see that from me. Oh, they like, when I do them, I want them to have like some kind of comedy value or some kind of meme value as well, so it's not just like me seriously playing all the time. And like those things I can do every once in a while, but like imagine if I like did them every single week and like people only ever want to see that, and like they only expect that. Like, you typecast yourself. I don't blame him for getting off of Instagram. Yeah, me neither. Thoughts on Manuel Gardner, all the chop clip stuff. I mean, it's a sound they like. It's cool. I definitely feel like there's definitely a lot of like, people say it's faked. It's not faked. It's just like the final take has a lot of you basically. I'm assuming that a lot of it's comped. For releases. You see, there are like clips and stuff and videos of Manuel Gardner playing live, and you can definitely play it. It's just like when you want the perfect sound, you wait, and you either play it over and over and over again until you get the perfect sound, or you do a little bit of editing. But the idea that it's fake though is like, I don't know where did that even fucking come from? Was it like a Jared Dines video, like hands don't glitch like that? Was that the whole meme? Fuck, I remember that. And I remember like Steven Taranto getting like implicated as well. Like people like possibly like he was used as the thumbnail in that video, and there was a lot of outrage, and Jared had to eventually apologize. But yeah, it's just I mean, like I don't know what you want to call fake, because like if you want to look at my records and my releases and the amount of like guitar solos, like pretty much none of my guitar solos are done in a take. Like, I always take multiple takes and I chop them together to make the best solo. But anybody who's seen me live knows that I can play the stuff. It's just like when you're recording, you're just trying to get the best possible take and the best possible sound. Is that fake? No, it's just recording. Like, you literally saw me do it during the during making that lo-fi song, right? So, and that's for like a really simple guitar part. But well, it's because I had like a different idea about how something should end, so I just recorded a different part and snapped them together. I didn't hold the whole take again. So definitely not fake. It's just like, I don't know, like there's I think definitely with Instagram guitar stuff, it's like there's such a huge emphasis on just making like playing like incredible stuff, but like having it look perfect and making it seem like, you know, you're doing this perfect every single time. And the reality is all of these people are putting a lot more effort than you can even see behind the scenes to, like, you know, get the perfect take, and that's a lot of like hours burned into making that kind of content. And like I said, I frankly just can't be arsed. Mario Caminera from Tron also left Instagram some days ago. Oh really? I didn't know that. Let's see. Instagram. Is he just gone? Huh? Camarena. Yeah, he's just not there. I followed him on Instagram. Well, there you go. I mean, like, maybe he was just sick of having to post on Instagram as well. And, you know, he's just like, okay, cool. I'm done. See you. I can feel it, though. Like, it's... Maybe he just got so much, like, so many messages and so many, just a lot of shit sent his way that he just couldn't be bothered with. And it's just, you know, humans are not meant to deal with this kind of this many eyeballs on you. So yeah, I mean, I guess it's just, guess it is how it is. You missed Chon. I never realized Chon was streaming. Oh wow, he's just gone off of all social media apparently. I can't see him on Facebook or Twitter or anything. So yeah, he's just dipped, which is fair enough. Like, no obligation to stay. That's a kind of a shame though, because like for a lot of these dudes, like Instagram and like Facebook are usually the only places I can get in touch with them, unless I email them. So it removes a method for me to get in touch with them, but it is what it is. It was super random on Twitch. I mean, a lot of artists started playing stuff on Twitch around the time the whole Corona stuff started, and when they were unable to to tour and stuff like that. I guess they're like, you know, Twitch quite a bit like was an alternative and stuff for that. John Conern is pretty cool, new guitarist in the UK. For fans of Owain, his new EP is rad. John Conern, let me look him up. Cool. I'll check him out. Like I said, I'm very like, well, kind of by design, but I'm just out of the loop when it comes to like new guitars and stuff like that. So I don't normally hear them or see them. So yeah. Oh, he's got some pretty famous followers. That's cool. Anyway, yeah. I'm just laughing because I'm hearing this song like looping over and over again in the background. It annoying on purpose, obviously, because like I've only done the one song. Maybe I start the second song on Wednesday. But yeah, like I think that'll be the idea. At least Mondays at the very least. I'm gonna do the music production streams, and I'm gonna, you know, continue with the theme of making music that's gonna be safe for Twitch. And yeah, let's just keep going with that. So stream for about 2.5 hours today, which is a nice decent chunk. So I guess thanks for everybody who's tuned in. Thanks for the subs and the follows. Really appreciate it. Like it's really cool to, you know, get so many people subbing and so many people following like so soon after making affiliate last Friday. So that's cool. I'm hoping to keep doing this, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the streams. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you on Wednesday.